And good morning from Scotty, Ray, and Candace. And what day of the week is it?
It's Friday.
Woo, the Eagles flying today, and we hope you're ready for the weekend.
I know. I'm ready. I'm ready for a break.
You need it. You need a little rest over the weekend. Well, I had me a walk, and I wondered where you were yesterday. I went out and got myself stuck with a tractor and walked 2.5 miles, something like that.
Isn't that fun?
Oh, it's really fun when you go uphill in this red mud and you can't get your traction to get back up the hill and you keep slipping.
My God. I wish I'd had a video camera of that.
It was a mess.
Because I could have made some good fun of you.
Yeah, I needed to take some pictures of that, but I didn't. But I think everybody's been there at some point in time of gotten something stuck.
Yes. Our place is the world's worst up there where we live. There's so many natural springs that when you're trying to bush hog, Kurt gets, occasionally will get stuck. Like the other day I saw him get stuck and I thought, oh my goodness. But he used the front bucket to push
out.
Yeah.
Well, I tried the forks, it didn't happen. And I can remember as a young fella that I thought, well, a mud hole really wasn't that bad. Anything I had would go through it, and then you'd be stuck on a pipeline 20 miles from nowhere and have to call somebody at midnight.
Oh my goodness.
That was I'm not even gonna call that the good old days. I walked way too much as a kid.
Yeah. We used to stay outside as a kid. I saw the other day I was telling somebody that my mother, we'd go outside and we wouldn't come in all day long.
It was fun.
Knock on the door and she'd hand us a sandwich.
She didn't want you.
Yeah.
But kids just don't do that anymore. And, I don't know whether it's the parents or the kids. I don't know because on a rural route, I think it's still safe to do it. In the cities, probably not so much.
Yeah, I had grandparents who lived in town, and we would walk a few blocks to the park and get a snow cone. I would not let my kid do that now for anything, but
yeah, times have changed.
But even in the country now, you have to be aware. It's
yes,
sad.
you do, and that is a sad state. So, any hair cuttings? Any like famous people? You cut anybody like Nancy Pelosi's hair famous yet?
No, but I wish she'd let me cut her hair.
Boy, I bet you could do a number on that, couldn't you?
Coming up, give her a new style.
We'll talk about Nancy. She's been in the news. We'll tell you about some of the headlines that are going on around the nation. And next, we'll do weather. All that's up and coming with Scotty, Ray, and Candace. The Lauderdale County Farm Supply exit 151 off the interstate is where you need to go this morning to find some great deals as we start ready to get some fall, jackets, long sleeves. They've got that for you at the Farm Supply. Drake Apparel, they got vest jackets, 25% off while the supplies last of these. As we move in and start seeing T-shirts, those are great looking ones we've seen. No farm, no food. Wouldn't you like to have one of those? Also, skillets. They have so much more for you there at the Lauderdale County Farm. And those are hard to find. I'm not sure if you realize that, but a good iron skillet you just can't lay your hands on anymore. I got it at the co-op. One of the new things that they've added is the value pack dog food. They got some free samples for you to come in and try now. Of course, this comes with 28% protein, 20% fat, glucosamine for joint health, omega-3s and 6s for health costs. Your dogs will love it. Go by and try that. That's the newest line that they've added there. They've got a complete line of pet supplies. You need a dog leash. How many times have you lost yours, misplaced yours? They got all of that there at the Farm Supply. You can always take advantage as the winter months progress, as we've had a little rain the last couple of days. Work boots. We've also got the mud boots for you there at the Farm Supply, along with plenty feeders to choose from. This, of course, the new one from Moultrie with the built-in electric varmint guard. They've got the regular ones. They've got just regular ones that don't have the motors on it if you need a feeder like that. Also, when it comes to deer attractants, tons to choose from. Some from the Sugar Beet Crush over to the Power Station. That's just two examples. Plenty to choose from there that the deer will like. Also, when it comes to cams, they've got different ones to choose from. If you need a deer camera, they've got a big supply of these. They even have them to where you can get the picture to your phone where you don't have to go to the woods. Handy. Let them show you that. That'll save you a lot of time in the long run and gas, not to mention running around half the night trying to get your pictures after you get off work. Also, when it comes to planting, they've got the Buckbuster Seed Company fall seed mix along with the Southern Buck mix that has wheat, forage, trophy rape, all of this stuff already mixed in for you, including your regulars of wheat, ryegrass. They've got that also, and taking care of all your farm animals from your horse and cattle to getting regular corn in there, whatever you need. They have that, including guns, lots to choose from with scopes, and all your ammunition supplies. Where do you find it? The Lauderdale County Farm Supply, exit 151 off the interstate, is where you'll find the friendly staff that'll take care of you. Been doing it since, 1932? Long time. Well, good morning. As we start today out, We're looking at a nice, cool 68 degrees. Yeah, that's going to change a week from now as we get into next weekend with some lows into the 40s. Yeah, that's next weekend, not this weekend, but be expected of that. A cold front is coming. All right, as we begin our forecast today, brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, the good folks there. And don't forget to go online and sign up for that internet that is going to be coming your way, so they'll know that you're interested in your neighborhood, save you money and faster. Yeah, real good. All right, as we look at our forecast for today, we're expecting it to be, now, there is a fine mist early this morning. The ground is still damp. We're going to have fog to about 9. That'll burn off, high reaching 78 tonight. More fog, low around 63. Saturday roars in with a cool 84. Just kind of perfect weather there. 66 for our low on Saturday night. Sunday, we'll get a slight chance of rain, and then back into the forecast on Monday, a 40% chance of showers, high reaching about what it'll be most of the weekend, about 84. As we flip over to see what the National Weather Service tells us this morning, this is the first time, we showed this yesterday, that when it comes to hurricane season, we've only got one showing up, and that's Beta. It's taking a quick break, and she's really over. That's just the remnants of that rain going across there. And don't forget, although there's nothing happening now, this will run until November the 30th. So as they say, it ain't over yet. Just hang on. We'll have some more disturbances and things happening. It's just taking a little bit slower break at the moment, which is good for us as we move forward to see what else we've got. As I said, next weekend, expect about 48 on Friday night, 47, 48 on Saturday night. So temperatures are going to dive down next week. Highs will be in the 70s. That's all great news. As we move forward, what are the chances for some storm predictions? It's going to be on the east there, from Florida to Georgia in these areas, and the Carolinas, and some in northern up here around Michigan in these areas. But our area looking great. As we switch back and we go over to radar this morning and pull up here to look at a more local view of what we've got going on. Look at that. That looks great. Nothing in our immediate area whatsoever. So that is good news. Again, up here by Charlotte, this is a remnants of Beta that are going through the Carolinas. Little Rock got some fog advisories this morning. And again, we're going to have some slight fog this morning also. As we flip over here, and let me see here if I can find that. Tropical U.S. forecast. Yep, I can't lay my hand on it at the second. But yeah, here it is, Storm Prediction Center. Let's look at that, back that out, and see. You can see on this radar here. Augusta and these areas here are going to be the worst today. Columbia, Charlotte, North Carolina. But all of this area could have some severe weather today, and a little bit up here, but that's the biggest concern that is close to us, but nothing that's immediate. So good news for us. Keep our fingers crossed on that. And again, as I said, 68 as you start the day out. Still that fine mist outside the ground is still wet from overnight showers that were some slight ones that rolled in last night. We'll get some sunshine later today in 78. That's all on the way. Coming up, we'll give you some news stories right around the corner and get you caught back up on that. And, of course, she'll be joining me in just a moment. We'll bring her back in just a moment, and Candace will tell us some more. As we turn to talk about groceries, that's always a big thing as we go out to the Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville. Joe always has a deal for us, and what we're looking at this morning on some great deals is where you get blueberries for $2.99 a pint. You can also get those sweet potatoes for 59 cents a pound. Good deal on that. Also, cabbage this week is 69 cents a pound as they run their specials. Now, this will run until next Tuesday at the close of business, along with mandarin oranges, 2-pound bag for $4.99. You can also take advantage of those frosted strawberry toasters. You can get those for $1 for an 11-ounce box. Also, the Chips Ahoy. Who doesn't like those? They're hard to turn down. 2 for $5 for that 13-ounce bag. You can also get the Heinz ketchup, the Easy Squeeze, for $1.99. You can get Raisin Bran this week, 2 for $5. Some good cereal there to keep around the house. You can also get steaks. New York strips, $9.99 a pound for the family pack. You can take advantage of the whole fryers, $1.19 a pound. And bacon. Boy, who doesn't need some bacon around the house? Myers sliced, 24-ounce for $5.99. That's all found at the Piggly Wiggly. Of course, the drinking water, the purified Piggly Wiggly brand, 3 for $9. That's a bargain. Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville. Drop in and see Joe and all the gang today, and they're going to help you out and save you some cash there this week at the Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville.
Sanders Gas, Sanders Air and Heat is your full-service propane supplier since 1946. We take pride in ensuring reliable, friendly service to our customers. We also provide safety tune-ups related to propane, air conditioning, and heating systems, keeping our community efficient and safe. I'm Chuck Sanders, and yes, we're local.
And welcome back to Scotty, Ray, and Candace as we move into this Friday morning. As we said, the weekend is here. Hope you enjoy yourself. Next week, this cooler weather is still hanging around, so...
Yeah, is it supposed to be cooler this coming week?
Yeah, next Friday, I want to say it's like 72, 73 for a high.
Good.
Yeah. Now
I'm ready for it.
A week out, it could change. But
dry and cool. That's what I want.
And it really makes you want to have a chili cooking, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it'd be nice to have a little fire outside and be able to sit around and
enjoy all that.
Yes.
Now, as we go into the fall months, as we were talking about, Christmas is not that far off. You'll be buying Christmas presents and things of that nature.
Yes.
COVID, that's still a big topic. Mm-hmm. And you know, the mask thing. Do you believe in it? Do you not? Mm-hmm. This is making the headlines. And I want to show you a clip of this, of what went on with this. This is in Ohio. A lady goes to her kid's football game. I believe it's her kid. Mm-hmm. I could be wrong. She could have went to see a niece.
Well, obviously she's there for somebody.
Yeah, but here she is, and they're arresting her for not having a mask on. How many people's there?
I know. Like, you couldn't spread out enough and just say, ma'am, could you please just spread out?
And, you know, worst case scenario, you could pull
outside,
your... Yeah, I know.
You could pull what?
You could pull your shirt up.
Yeah. I don't think she even had that option. And you know how embarrassing that would be?
Well, they go on to use a stun gun on her. I mean, and then, you know, you watch this, and this is going on, but you got people that are looting and burning, and they don't get the same treatment.
Everything's backwards, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't.
Crazy.
I truly don't understand this, and I'm being honest when I say I don't know if the mask does save you from some foreign disease. I don't know. I know I don't like wearing them, and I don't think there's a law that says you have to. There's some people that ask you to do it, but I don't think you should go to jail if you don't have it. Now, if you're in a store and they ask you, just don't go in. But that's outside.
Yeah. I mean, you don't know exactly what went on. Like, did she mouth off?
Yeah, I don't.
Smart? I mean, but still, like, ask the lady to leave, not throw her down on the bleachers and tase her.
That got pretty rough there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now, again, you're right, because there's so many times that you see a video and you don't know what happened before. The people behind her were saying, "Here comes a rent-a-cop."
Yeah.
And they were saying that there was other people there that had masks on. You could hear them in the background.
Yeah.
That weren't wearing them.
And you wonder too, like, I mean, did somebody have a heads up that the lady had the virus?
Right.
And she was there without a mask. I mean, you just never know. I will say though, people, like, if you are around somebody and you know that you've been around somebody, you know, give some respect to people and do wear a mask, or stay home if you need to stay home, and stuff like that. But
I'm sure that could have been handled in a different manner.
Yeah, it could.
As we all know what's going on in Louisville, Kentucky, golly, the night before last, somebody got shot. 2 cops got shot by 7:30 p.m. It was rough. And this is the gentleman that they have arrested for that. He's been identified as a 26-year-old. And they've charged him with the same charge as the police officer got for the shooting of Breonna
Taylor?
Yes. And it's called wanton endangerment and assault. Now, I'd have to get a dictionary to find out exactly what that charge is, but that's what the police officer got. That's what he got. Now, I would think that would be almost like attempted murder, because they fired at a police officer.
Yeah, but because with the Breonna, it's Breonna Taylor, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
With that, they didn't really know what they were shooting at on the other side, whereas he's aiming at somebody and knows he's trying.
They had a search warrant. They go in, gunshots are fired at them. They return fire. Is why that even happened.
Right. Yeah, I'm glad they figured out who it was, though. Cause,
Yeah.
you know, when you have chaos going on and there's so much going on at one time, sometimes it's hard to identify people.
And it's not over yet. The weekend is coming, and, you know, like you've got Seattle that's been going for over 100 days now. Something every day there. So, Lord help us. Now, this is one of those things, I do not agree with stuff like this, and I don't know how you feel about it, but I'm going to go ahead and ask you.
I think it's ridiculous that somebody would try to sue because they broke a tooth on eating McDonald's chicken nuggets. That's ridiculous.
Most likely there was something wrong with the tooth to begin with.
Right. It could have been a weak tooth.
Yeah.
You could have, like, chewed something, like, in the wrong way. I mean.
But, you know, and that goes back years ago. Do you remember the coffee thing that
I
started everything?
I was just fixing to mention that. That, to me, was ridiculous. I mean, if you spill coffee on you, you know it's going to burn you.
Yeah.
I mean, don't sue somebody for too hot of coffee. I mean,
if you buy a cup of coffee, it's not rocket science. It is hot.
Okay. And if it wasn't hot, you know, you'd have been and sent it back and complained because it was cold. So you can't please everybody.
Somewhere along the way, and I have to go back to the judges where they started kind of changing right and wrong. And, you know, if they'd just do away with frivolous lawsuits, I think the country would be in a whole lot better shape.
It would. I mean, because they give people too much leadway nowadays.
I understand that there are times that things need to be done, but have mercy. Well, it continues, and this time, this was in Florida, is it right? Of the chanting where people are trying to eat.
St. Petersburg.
Yeah, and let's just show you a sample of what's going on nationwide at this, and we'll hit play here. Stand up, fight. Okay, I couldn't understand that. These two are eating dinner, and he's just going to come in, and then they all come here. So what is right about this? And, you know, that goes on for 3 to 5 minutes of them just intruding on people eating, and they're not patrons. And
it makes me so mad to see stuff like this. I mean, it just gets me fired up.
But nobody seems to want to stop them.
I know. I don't understand that. It's disturbing the peace.
Yeah, that is.
First of all. And you can't peacefully eat without somebody plopping down, you know, next to you. I'm going to just go ahead and say I don't know what I would do.
Now,
I mean, I do know basically what I do.
Well, you do like she did. She'd tell him to get up.
I'd say, Scotty Ray, get the bail money ready because you're going to come get me out.
You'd be like, you remember back in the 70s where those women would whoop people with their purses? That'd be Candace.
It'd be me. It'd be me.
Now, you brought up something a minute ago about the election. Of course, Tuesday night is going to be the debate. People are already starting to tailgate. And, you know, that's probably a good night to do a chili cooking and sit around and watch that.
You know, it would be.
Yeah. But that's coming. And, you know, Nancy threw out there at one point that she may have tried to impeach Trump again.
Oh, yeah, she's been saying that. And she had arrows. Yeah. They had arrows.
Somebody said her quiver is empty.
Yeah, arrows in her quiver. But
whoever he chooses is going in.
Right. Yeah, but she was all fired up about saying that she'd possibly impeach him again. And I had heard, it was yesterday morning I heard, McCarthy, I'm sorry. He stated he is the minority speaker of the House.
Okay.
I mean, a minority, is that right?
That'd be right, yeah.
Yeah. Or something like that.
We're close.
Yeah. I'm sorry I'm not up on all these names, but he did say if she tries to impeach the president because he is doing constitutionally what he is set to do.
Is it called the whip when you're the smaller one? That may be what it is, the House whip?
I don't know, but he said that they would take a vote to get her out of there if she tried to do that because she's being unconstitutional.
And he thinks he could actually get that done?
He said that he was really positive about they could get it done. Because I think they're all sick of her too, you know,
but I
doing
just don't,
stuff like that.
I'm gonna be honest, I just don't trust any of that from the Clintons. Hillary could go on TV and hurt somebody and not be arrested, I think. And I think Nancy falls under that umbrella also.
Yeah, I mean, they could be caught in the act probably of doing something, and it would be like, no big deal. Didn't happen.
And I heard that, and again, nothing's going to happen, so don't be thinking it is, but they are reinvestigating the Clinton Foundation.
Well, they need to.
Nothing going to happen, though.
Oh, I mean, it probably won't, but.
But there are a lot of folks still scared of the Jeffrey how do you say his name?
Epstein.
Yeah, of the girl that's in jail. Of what's coming out of that.
I think there's something to do with the Clintons, and I think there's going to be a lot to that when she starts talking.
Somebody's going to disappear.
Oh yeah, probably so.
Just like he did. I mean, just.
Because when you look at the list of people who have died that have been in connection with them throughout the years, it's scary.
It is very scary. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of important people went to that island, and they don't want their names attached to it. So, money talks in a lot of ways. We all know that.
Drop when we do find out exactly.
Yeah, if we do. Mm-hmm. And I saw this, and I'm just going to, because I think there's some language on this, and I'm not going to play the video. I'm just going to let you see the cover. Now, this is Daily Mail is where this is at. And this is a cop that's doing his job, and this is LAPD, and they're doing their best to bother him. They're calling him every name under the sun in his face, and he takes it. I mean, you got to give this man a that a boy. I couldn't have done that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got to be thinking in his head like, I'm finna kill.
It's got to be.
It would be so hard.
I couldn't do it. And how anybody at this point in time, they're still recruiting for police officers when they're being so mistreated now. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, there's a lot of them who are like resigning and stuff like that. And I commend the ones who stick to it and stick it out, because I mean, we know what you're going through, and we appreciate what you do for us. So.
It is. We do appreciate that. But, it's almost like there is no one to back the cop up anymore.
I know it. And I don't understand that. I mean, as a citizen, I would back a cop if I had to, in any kind of way. I mean.
And we all know a cop doesn't do his job for the money. It has nothing to do with money. He loves what he does to protect and serve.
My son's school Tuesday had career day, my little one, my 6-year-old, and we asked him what he wanted to be when he grew up, and he wanted to be a police officer.
Wow.
So we go and we get the full-on police officer outfit, and he was so cute. But, we had to write a little paper thing as to what the cop, why do you want to be a police officer? And he said to keep people safe. He has no idea now about the whole controversy with the police and everything, because we would never tell him that. But he said to keep people safe and to, of course, and then he said to do the radio. He loves the radio, and he's like, this chair is like, I'm bumping your chair over here. But, but, a 6-year-old, that's how they see them, because that's what they do, is they keep us safe. And people are just, hammering on them. I mean, just disrespecting them, and it's just not right. Do
you remember back in 2003 when you dressed as a cop for the Halloween costume party?
I did not. Now, I was a witch, and some people might say that suits me. No, I'm so nice.
It's always as Halloween comes up, the costume. And how will that affect things this year? Will those costume parties be canceled? But it's always pretty cool to look on Facebook and see who dressed up as what.
Yeah, we went to we actually got his police officer outfit at the Halloween store over by the mall. And I guess people are all up in there buying them. So.
Well, and the reason that popped in my mind this morning when I was getting the weather together and I was online, it was on somebody's news feed what was that Julia Roberts movie that was so big years ago with Richard Gere?
Oh, gosh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Why can I not think of that?
She was in the hotel.
Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman. Anyway, they dressed up in that outfit that she was wearing. And it was cute. It was funny.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good movie. But, I have not been to that many Halloween costume parties.
Hey,
maybe y'all need to have one.
A Halloween
you and
Angie
need to have a costume party.
I don't know what I'd dress up as.
You could be a cowboy.
Anyway, that's a quick look this morning at headlines, and we want you to have a very safe weekend. Enjoy yourself a little bit. Relax.
Yes.
And we're forgetting anything that's happened or we need to remind?
I don't think so. Just mark your calendar, because Tuesday,
It's game on.
It is.
Tailgating time with Joe and Trump.
But y'all send us some comments about stuff that you want to hear about. If you have any kind of topic that you want us to talk about, just send us a line.
Send us a line. Yeah, we appreciate it. Coming up, we'll recap the weather for you in just a moment with Scotty, Ray, and Candace. Highway 494 is where you'll find Freeman Tractor. There's places that you go that you just like to spend money with them and do business with them because they're good folks. Well, that's the way it is at Freeman Tractor. If you hadn't been by in a while and seen them, they'll certainly make you happy to be a customer. Good friends, Just somebody in the community is what they are, there for you. Drop in and see Steve, Keith. They'll help you out there when it comes to mowers. It's still probably another month of this mowing stuff before it's all said and done. And as you get ready to put your mower up, you can have your mower winterized. You can do it yourself or go by there. Let them take care of that for you. Bring that lawnmower in. They'll work on it and make sure it's ready to go. They have some new tractors coming in next week. The complete line of LSs are there. Your four-wheel drives with those buckets. After you own a four-wheel drive tractor, you will not want to ever see a two-wheel drive. It's just amazing the more versatility that you can use it for around your home or business, whatever you do with your tractor. Also, the complete line of any type of implement that you would need, from box blades, getting your driveway done if you need to fix a road, to bush hogging, to disc. They have all this. Even you can get a bush hog to go on the front of your tractor now there on your bucket. Think about that, how handy that is. Go by. They got some brochures on that they can show you. Very hot item. As soon as they get there, they're just about gone. So get you one order there. See that. That would, because how many times have you cut roads down through there and you can turn that bucket and cut? Handy, handy, handy. Also, you can get the benchy. Now, this is one of the new lines that they carry, and they got a shipment of these coming in next week also. 0% for 60 months. The Warrior 1000 is one of the biggest that is made. You can order it with the air conditioning and heated, as I've talked about. Electric bed, to where if you've got gravel, you've got feed, whatever it is, you can dump it out. Handy. But again, you won't get cold and you won't get hot. That's what I like about that. Other models to choose from: the 550, the green, the tan colors, whichever you want. If you're wanting to do some racing, they got those in the benches. And again, all these, you can get them equipped with radios, satellites. Things have changed when it comes to UTVs. These are made in Texas. Drop by. See that complete line there for you there on Highway 494. They're right there in Cicalina. They'll be glad that you dropped in. Visit with a friend for a little while. Well, as we turn back to focus on our weather again, I said there's going to be fog this morning, burning off after 9 o'clock this morning, so it'll be around for a little while there. High today right around 78. Nice, cool day for us. It's not going to be rough at all. Then we start looking to tonight. We'll get some more fog in after midnight. Around 1 a.m. if you're going to be up and about, it's going to be that. So when you get up in the morning on Saturday, we're going to have some more fog in the forecast. Over the weekend, sunshine 84. Let's go ahead and look at what we've got planned for the extended forecast. Let's pull that up here on radar. This is the extended. As we look at today, 77, 78. We're going to get about 63 tonight for that low. 82 for a high tomorrow. 84 on Sunday. With a slight chance of showers there. And our biggest chance, depending on where you go, the National Weather Service is calling this a 40% chance. And I tend to go with what my system tells me of a 30% instead. It usually weighs out a little bit closer there. They're being on the safe side of giving too much. But that's going to be our rain chance there for a while there after Monday. As we go into next week, 75, 55. Look at that. Nice, cool weather. Now, when we get past this is when the temperatures will start hitting into the 40s at night. No bad weather or anything. It's just we have a cold front coming, and it's going to be cool there. So not bad at all. Again, today, look at this. It's just great weather as we look at radar. No rain whatsoever from Texas all the way across through Georgia here on this line where we butt up with it. We do watch those remnants that are left of the storm of Beta where she came through, and we look at that, and the Carolinas getting that rain there, but nothing else in our area. So it's great weather. Again, 78. It's just going to be perfect weather for whatever you've got going on today. Enjoy yourself. And the weekend is here. We do hope you'll be safe. Don't forget, coming up Sunday morning is going to be church. Make sure to go somewhere, even if it's online. Just make sure you hear the good word somewhere. It's not. It's good for you. Always is. Big thank you for stopping by and spending a few moments with me. And remember, all the folks that sponsor us, they're locally owned, operated right here in the Meridian area. They'll do anything they can to help you out and keep those dollars local to put back in the community. Again, thanks for watching. We've got more coming up. And as always, we'll be here should the weather turn bad.
During these challenging times, there are some things that you can count on every day. One of them is that Rick Justice Automotive will work hard to help you find just the right vehicle. Rick Justice has late model, low mileage vehicles and 72-month, 72,000-mile warranties available on all vehicles. Come see us today, and we'll show you how we've been helping your friends and relatives find the car, truck, or SUV that was right for them. We will earn your business.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by